hello again, fellow YouTubers, enthusiasts, and all things literary and film-like and comic booky. I'm R. Adrianus once again, and here's another edition of the Sitdowns. Welcome to all. This week I wanted to do something more towards writing, because I know kind of been diverting a little bit from that, because I'm a writer first and foremost, and I just actually started a short story, which is going to be part of an anthology that I've been working on for the past few years. It's a project very close to my heart, and I just got the notion to start working on the project again, to continue, and I wanted to just talk for this edition of the Sit Downs on the on spontaneous writing or spontaneous creativity. Something that's, it's not it's a very general idea. When I feel like I want to write, sometimes it just strikes me, people have that kind of lightning effect, you just get a light bulb, you want to go and put something down on a piece of paper, and there you go, you're writing. Or, if you're doing anything else creative, you just suddenly want to do that. If you want to make a collage or something, or if you want to start sculpting, people are just, struck with spontaneous creativity, and it's a really great feeling because, sometimes if you're kind of caught in the mundane functions of your day-to-day life, it's very good to kind of get out of a certain zone, work into a different one, something that's more fulfilling, something that can be more creative. And I know I've kind of touched on this subject when I've spoken about the other version, the other edition of the Sit Downs, where we talked about getting work done. And this is very similar, but this is more of not finishing work, but starting work. Kind of the inspiration, the motivation to get to start doing something. Like for me, I know my motivation for this, or the spontaneous spark, I guess we might call it, for me to do this story, this upcoming story, is because of Halloween. Halloween's coming up. We only have about a month left until we get to the end of October, and my favorite holiday, right? And this anthology is actually comprised of horror suspense stories, and I felt like I hadn't really touched on writing horror in a while. I've been working on my books, I've been working on editing, and I just wanted to kind of get back into that, even if it was only for a brief short story. And it was actually a really fun experience yesterday. I do apologize for everybody. I know the sit-downs normally come on Wednesdays, but I try to do it once per week. But yeah, yesterday I just wanted to sit down and get this story started. I got a lot of work done on the short story. So if you would like, once the story is up, make sure to be checking out the Tumblr for our Adrianus. It's going to be linked to the bottom of this video and to all our videos. But yeah, just spontaneous creativity. It just, comes over you sometimes. You never know what's going to come. You just might get an idea, or, some sort of inspiration if you're walking down the street, if you're doing something that maybe you don't normally do. It's always good to get out of a comfort zone, be adventurous. I recall seeing this one post, online, because that's where everything is. It says how to be creative, and it's like, go for walks, try to sit down in a place that you never would have sit down, if you're going somewhere, just try to just sit in a very peculiar spot, and it's always about putting yourself in a different element, and I think that's really great, not just for creativity, but for other things. It's just kind of it's a very good catharsis. So yeah, spontaneous creativity, it's always great, always fun, very fulfilling. And it's helped fulfill me for these past couple of days, because I got the idea for my short story yesterday. I started writing it down. Today I'm going to do a little bit more. So it's excellent. But hope this has been a nice little insight. This was going to be a shorter edition of the Sit Downs, and we're going to be doing a couple of reviews. I'm going to be doing a review for the next or the last two issues of the Batman Villains Month comic books, and then we're also going to be doing something for a review for a novel in this upcoming week, so stay tuned for that, and hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be seeing you soon. Peace and love.